October 2nd and 3rd, Sunday and Monday. Sun is in Libra and the moon is in Capricorn. They're squaring. So you might feel some tension, but you're definitely going to have the get up and go. Can I just say that before I go into all the details? Yes, there's a T squarely start there. That Mercury is in Virgo right opposite Neptune, and it's squaring Mars, and the whole thing releases in Sag. There's only one planet in fire, and I want to tell you about this birthday man called Sting. I think it's so crazy. He's born on October 2nd, and so is Gandhi. You can't make this up. Two great beings, October 2nd, Gandhi and Sting, but I'm going to talk to you about Sting. Some of you know my book, The Missing Element, on the front cover. I've been endorsed by Sting because we met by the most random of circumstances. Oh, I remember I was an astrologer and I went to give him a reading. And at the end of the reading, for some unknown reason, I said, let's switch chairs. I'm going to be you and you're going to be me. I had never done this before in my life. So I sat in the other chair and he pretended he was me put my little glasses on. He was looking at all the charts. And I sat where he was sitting under this really beautiful light in his dressing room with these beautiful rugs and incense burning in Sting's dressing room. And then I sat there pretending I was him. And then he asked me questions and I answered as though I knew him. But the weird thing was I was channeling and I knew all these secrets about him that I should never have known because I really didn't know anything about him. And when we finished, I finally said, you know what, can we change chairs? I don't like being you, because I could feel all the power moving through me. And he was like, you don't like being me? And we switched chairs. And the next thing I knew, he was so impressed with that reading, not the reading, but the thing that happened after, where I was channeling all the stuff that no one could know about the police, the group he was in, and about his family that I should never have known. And the next thing I knew, I spent a year and a half traveling all over the world with him as a mediator, because I said during that talk, I have a feeling you guys aren't really getting along. So all that is to say, when you have a Libra in your presence, the best thing you can do is ask them millions of questions. They will spend all their time pretending that they don't have much to say. They keep getting you enrolled. They're really good at asking questions. This is really the highlight of Sting. He's a profoundly interested intellectual person. You can tell by his writing. But when the moon is in Capricorn and you get conscious, a person born with this square, they're not just talking about the other. The moon in Capricorn makes them very practical. And can I just tell you that Sting is exceptionally, obviously disciplined. No one could be this successful at the age of 72 and still have an audience. I just went to see him in the summer in Las Vegas and captivate all of us, but because of his discipline. So this is a couple days of discipline. The moon's in Capricorn. Being willing to honestly ask yourself, is there a part of me, said the Libra, who has an artist in me, that needs discipline? Because the single thing that takes away the artist as years go by, especially to Libras, is they stop doing their art. They stop painting. They stop writing music. They stop playing music. And grown-ups turn into grumpy people. And this is the moon in Capricorn saying, we're going to use some discipline. So I'm just here to suggest and inspire in honor of Sting that everyone, one, can be themselves by really staying true to their practice and being disciplined. And that two, look what I did. Something so out of the ordinary, and it made the conversation so out of the ordinary that we became friends. And this is Storytime, brought to you by Sun in Libra, Moon in Capricorn, and Deborah Silverman, live time on Astrology Answers. Hope you enjoyed that story.